Let's get one thing quite clear. Balto is not a villain. Yes, just because he overshadowed everyone else. That doesn't make him a villain. That also doesn't make Togo the only hero of the serum run. 20 dog teams participated, yet most of those dogs' names are lost to history. Balto, just like every other dog in that race, risked their lives, yet they still ran on. They still had faith in their mushers, and they still listened. Just because arguably other dogs should have gotten more credit doesn't make Balto a villain. Remember, he was just a dog. He probably didn't even have the concept of villain, or even what was going on. He just knew he had to do his job, and that's what a good dog does. Even if you want to bring in the fact that he wasn't even supposed to be the one to bring the serum into Nome, if you want to blame someone, blame his driver. Even then, it's really fuzzy as to what exactly happened. What really happened on that trail, Gunnar Kaysen took to his grave. So we may never know what actually happened. It could be possible that Kaysen just didn't want to waste time. It could be possible that he was selfish and really did just want the glory of it. It could also be possible that he didn't even notice the roadhouse until he'd already passed it. We're talking complete whiteout conditions. He said he couldn't even see the dogs right in front of the sled. So it's quite possible he couldn't see anything. Besides, lights were out at the roadhouse. Because as far as that driver knew, the relay had been paused. There was really nothing for Kaysen to see. There really isn't any villains in this tale other than the sickness itself. So every time I see people, protesting in comments about videos of Balto, saying that Togo was the real hero, I kind of get this sick feeling in my stomach. Because Balto wasn't a villain, and Togo wasn't the only hero. There are many dogs whose names are just forgotten, and that's the saddest part. There are several dogs that died to get this medicine through. And shouldn't they also be remembered? As much as these two living heroes? And if you want to talk about life after the serum run, Balto had it much worse off than Togo did. Togo pretty much lived the better life. He's a foundation sire in the Siberian Husky breed. He got to live much longer to a much older age than Balto did. Balto spent a lot of his time miserable in a dime museum. It just infuriates me.